Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to start with chapter 4 of your first book. The name of the chapter is Executive. I have divided this chapter into 4 parts, and through this video, you will be watching part 1 of this chapter. Well, this part 1 it consists of meaning of executive, types of executive, and one type with its detail. So let us start with the chapter. So starting with the chapter, first of all I'll explain you the meaning of executive. What is the meaning of the word executive? Well, if we talk of our normal day-to-day life in any organization, just say for example we take our school only, we make number of rules, number of policies. Now the people who make the rules and policies, they are the one category, and the people who implement those rules and policies, who carry out those plans and policies, they are the second category. Okay, so same is the case with the government. It is an organ of government. You know, we have 3 organs of government: legislative, executive and judiciary. So this is the second organ of the government which enforces the rules and policies framed by legislature. Legislature is our first organ. Legislature organs make the rules and policies. They frame the laws, but those laws, those rules, those policies, they are implemented by, they are brought into practical application by the second organ of the government, that is executive. It is the organ of the government that primarily looks after the implementation of rules and regulations. Now, who are the people who carry out this implementation work? You remember in last chapter legislature, I told you who are included in legislature. That is the MPs of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, including the president. So who are the people who are the part of executive at central level, at the national level or at the union level? The executive branch includes president of the country, vice president of the country, prime minister and the council of ministers, which are chosen by the prime minister. So these 4 institutions, that is president, vice president, prime minister and council of minister, together they form the executive branch of a country, whose main work is to implement the rules and policies which are framed by the legislature. Okay, so I hope it's clear to you now what is executive. Next we come to the types of executive. How many types of executive are there? So we have 2 types if we categorize it broadly. Otherwise we have number of executive, but in broad definition we have 2 types of executive. One is political executive and second one is permanent executive. Now regarding this you have read about in class 9 also in your political science chapter number 5. So this permanent executives, they are bureaucrats, the civil servants. Bureaucrats are basically the person who help the ministers in their work. Okay, they are permanent executive. Why they are called permanent? Because they remain in their job whether the government changes or not changes. They remain in their job till their retirement age, whichever government may come, whichever political party may come. But once recruited, once they are given their job, they work in their job till the age of their retirement. That is why they are called permanent executives. And second one, political executive. Now, who are political executive? Basically the ministers. Their term is fixed. They work only for 5 years, and in that 5 years they look after the plans and policies of their government only. The political ministers are called the political executives, which can include prime minister also, council of ministers also. They all are the political executives. So I hope you are clear with both the types, that is permanent executive and political executive, which we will be of course discussing in detail in the coming slides. So first of all I will be explaining you the types of political executive. So this political executive, broadly they are classified into 3 types. Okay, now let us see in this diagram. All the things will be clear to you from this diagram only. Of course this diagram is given in your book also. So over here it is written type of executive. First one, system based on the principle of collective leadership, means one person is not the leader, there is collective leadership, that may be two person or more than two persons. And second system is based on individual leadership, means only one person is the head or the leader. So on the basis of this, we have three broad categories where political executives are divided. First one is parliamentary executives. Now what is in this? Head of the government is usually known as the prime minister, and he is the leader of majority party. Now this person, that is prime minister, he is the head of the government. And who is appointed as the prime minister? Who becomes the head of the government? The person who has got whose party has got the majority of the seats in their parliament. For example, let us take the case of India. In India, the House of People is Lok Sabha. Now in Lok Sabha, that political party which has got the maximum number of votes, that party's leader will be chosen as the head of the government or the head of this Lok Sabha. Okay. Next, he is accountable to legislature. Now this head of the government, he has to give answer to the legislature. What is legislature? That is the MPs, member of parliament. He has to answer their queries, he has to answer their questions, and they can ask for any record from this executive branch. The head of the state may be, state over here refers to a country. The head of the country may be either monarch. Then if the head of the country is monarch, then that country becomes constitutional monarchy. And if the head of the country becomes president, that country becomes parliamentary republic. And this head of the country, either monarch or president, he is only ceremonial executive, means only his signatures are required in everything, otherwise he doesn't function very actively in all the affairs of the country. Means the most of the affairs of the country, they are actively managed by the prime minister of the country. He is just the nominal head, he doesn't have much work to do in that. Okay. So in this case, parliamentary executive, we have the example of India. We have prime minister who is the actual head, who is actually implementing all the things, but the nominal head of the state is the president. Then we come to the second form, that is semi-presidential elections. It is just like parliamentary. The only difference is that in this, the president also has some strong powers. Like in first case, parliamentary mein president is not having much powers, but in semi presidential system, this president is also having strong powers. Now let us read this. It has a president as the head of the state, prime minister is the head of the government, PM and his council of ministers are responsible to legislature. I told you both are same. There is only one difference. In parliamentary, the head of the state, that is the post of the president, he is not very strong figure, but in semi presidential, the president also is a very strong figure along with prime minister, and he is also having very powerful agendas under him. Next we come to the third one, presidential executive. Now what is this presidential executive? In this third category, there is no post of prime minister. No prime minister is there. The president is only the head of the state. The president is only the head of the government, and this president, he is directly elected by the people. People directly elect him. But in first two cases, that is parliamentary and semi-presidential, people do not elect their president. He is elected indirectly, that you people have already done in legislature chapter. Next is, in this he is not accountable to legislature. Now this president, he can work upon his own will. He can do the work as he likes. So that is why he is not accountable to the legislature. He doesn't need to answer to the legislature for the work he has done, or legislature cannot question him. Legislature cannot poke him every time that kya kiya, kya nahi kiya, paisa kahan gaya. They cannot ask him anything. He can work independently. He is the head of the country. He is the head of the government. Okay. Now I hope these three categories are clear to each one of you. Well, talking of India, I told you India falls in first category, that is parliamentary executive. Now why India has chosen parliamentary executive? Why not others? There's a reason for this. When a constitution was made, the makers of the constitution, they were aware of the fact that if we choose the presidential system, then we are giving all the powers in the hands of a single person. And when a single person is having so many powers, there is the very possibility that the personality cult may take place. Personality cult means his personality may changes, he may turn out to be a dictator. Whatever powers and functions are given to him, वो उनका गलत फायदा उठा सकता है. Okay, so because of this reason India did not choose the presidential system, and that is why we chose the parliamentary system, under which the head of the government will be the prime minister and the head of the country will be the president. And this semi presidential system, it came later on, ये थोड़ी late आया था. Until then we had already chosen this parliamentary executive system. So I hope this complete diagram is clear to you properly, and why India has chosen parliamentary system, even this is clear to you. Now, who I told you, the people who come under executive, that is president, vice president, prime minister and council of minister. Fine. So all these people, regarding vice president we have already done in our previous chapter. So 3 persons, that is president, then prime minister and council of minister, regarding them we are going to discuss in detail in our next class. So I hope till here you all are clear, and you can ask me the doubts if you have by WhatsApp or by calling. Thank you so much. With this I finish up with part 1 of this first chapter. Now in next part 2 we'll continue with the types. Thank you so much.